All right, so let's take a look at our part and see we are we are getting close. So what we have is now we have to add these holes here. We have these two identical holes here on the top, all right? And then we have two more holes on the base plate here, and then we have this one um, uh, counterbore hole in here. So I think what we'll do is do these two holes here at the top. All right. In order to do that, um, we're going to need to use add another plane, work plane. So we'll go down to let's see, tangent to surface and parallel to plane. Okay? And so the surface that we want to um, select is we're actually going to select the bottom part of our object. All right, let's go back here. And then we want to select here. Okay, so if if you know what tangent means, it means that it's you're touching a circle at uh, at one point or a rounded edge at one point. And so the work plane that we created, it's tangent to this edge and it's parallel to the bottom plane that we had selected. So now the next thing that we want to do is let's take a look at our top view, and we want to start a new sketch on here. Start a new sketch. Oops, let's flip this around. All right. All right. So in this new sketch, we want to project the geometry. Go ahead and project geometry. And we want to project this edge here. So left click that. And so when you left click it, you notice that it turns green. And then we want to project this edge here. All right. At that one. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Left click. Left click. All right. And then let's go ahead and get out of that. Right click. Click OK. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're going to draw a line. Let's grab our line feature. And we want to draw that line exactly down the middle here. And so I have this line that's projected, and I'll know when I'm in the middle when this dot turns green. Okay, so it's green. So left click, start your line feature, go straight down to the center of this other line. There. Do the same thing over here. All right. Get out of this feature. Okay. Now we're going to take a point and then add this point in the exact middle here. All right. And you know you're in the middle when it turns green. Then another point right here. All right. So all we're doing is just setting up. Right click the marking the spot where we're going to place our holes at. So let's see. We can go ahead and finish the sketch. All right. And then let's go to the hole feature. All right. And we are going to be using a threaded hole, and we want the metric profile and metric profile, and then we're going to use M. See, we're going to go down to M6 here, class 6H, and designation M6 by 1. Okay, and let's make sure we select 2. Okay, because we don't want this to go all the way through to the bottom. Let's look over here. All right, this is not going all the way through the bottom. It's stopping right here at this hole. So if you remember from the first the tutorial where we drew the end cap, the front and back end caps, we had to use this to feature to where it stopped, it terminated at another hole. Okay, so here's the hole where we want this hole the new hole that we're drawing to stop at. So we'll click here. All right. And then make sure you go over here and select this little box here, or else it's not gonna work right. Okay, so now you can see the preview without the check mark. See, it's not gonna work right. So we check this. All right, and then everything is set correct. So green checkbox. And then let's turn off this work plane, or you can just go over here, right click, turn off visibility. And so there's the hole that we want, just like our part.